progress instead of just having it everywhere on the internet, on my file drives, on in my cupboards in my bedroom and stuff like that. Instead of just having it in all these weird random places, I'll be able to see it all on one screen, on one page. And I feel like that's really important to me, but I'm gonna need somebody to help me with that. You know, I don't want to do that by myself because that's going to be something that's difficult for me. It might not be difficult for somebody else who knows how to do those kinds of things, but it's going to be something that's a little bit difficult for me. And I want to be able to, you know, to see where I've become. And I know I've done a lot, but it's like I feel the other kind of artist block is like I don't have anything to show for myself. That's that first one where you feel that pressure. I don't have anything to show for myself. And then the second one is I just, you know, like there's just that empty void. So there's the production side where it's like you really want to make something and you feel guilty that you're not able to make something, but you don't have anything in your head that you feel like you can create. You don't have any ideas. You don't have any of those new ideas, right? And then there's that other type of artist block, which is kind of what I've been mentioning throughout this video, which is I want to make it all. I have so much passion in me and I have so much motivation to just make something awesome, and I just want to do art and I just want to do it. But all you have is that passion and you don't have any ideas to execute that you feel are adequate. So there's these like two types that are both different, and they sometimes come at different times and sometimes they come together. And when they come together, that's when you're making that thing that just feels like your world is complete. You're like, I'm gonna make this thing and this thing is gonna answer all the questions. And it never does, but you feel like it does. And then that's that feeling that you chase, right? You chase that maker's feeling, that satisfaction that I'm gonna do it this time. This is what's gonna fill my soul. And it does fill your soul, but your soul gets bigger every time you fill it. So then you need to fill it again and again. And every time you're making something with that passion and those ideas together, the mind and the empathy and the feeling and the thought, right? When you're making those together, what you're doing is you're growing your soul. And once you grow your soul, you're just gonna get better and better at what you're doing, and you're gonna touch more people, and you're gonna reach out to more people, and you're gonna make more of those connections, right? And that's the idea that I've been trying to get to, that my mind has been circling around and around and around in this whole video in these 15 minutes that I've been recording. That's what I've been trying to say. I've been trying to say that it's so important to do those things, to make and to struggle that you're making, and to come back and then feel that satisfaction that you've made something, and then to move on to the next thing. Because if we didn't grow our soul with each thing that we made, and we were satisfied every time we made something, how, you know, nobody would ever make anything anymore. Nobody would ever make art anymore, because you'd make your one thing and then you'd be done. And yeah, sure, maybe there's one person out there in the world who's like, I wrote the one book that I wanted to write and now I'm never gonna make anything again. Okay, that's your legacy, you know? But for most of us, I feel like we really just need that. We need that drive, we need that soul's connection. And yeah, that's like where I'm at right now. I'm feeling that second type of artist block where I have so much passion and drive and I just want to make something, and it's this build up, it's this anticipation that I revel in, that I totally feed off of, but I have nothing to make. So instead of making something, I'm going to make this video, which has become very long and is a nice little anecdote on how I think out loud to get to my point, because it's a whole story and it needs a lot of explanation, right, to be able to get here, and here we are. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. But I think I'm gonna go inside and vibe a little bit and do something else, because I am satisfied. I've gotten out what I need to get out and I feel pretty happy about it. So yeah, let's go make some. Hi Scarlett, here's my dog. This is gonna be the end of the video. It's just gonna be some little. Hi Scarlett. Isn't she a sweetheart? Aren't you a sweetheart? Yeah. Aw. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Aw, she's so sweet. But here's my garden, my park, my backyard park that's halfway finished. And here's my lovely doggie. Hi, sweetie. And Scarlett, maybe this summer we're gonna make videos, and we're gonna make poetry, and we're going to build our garden, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, also really important that I feel like I should share with everybody is today I got my second shot of my vaccine. Oh, this looks way better. What have I been doing? Sitting on that bench, looking like a fool talking to all of you guys. I look a little bit ridiculous at least today, but you know what? That's just my self-perception, so we're gonna just pretend that, you know, I'm my own person and I have my own view of myself, and I'm sure you all view me differently in each different way, which is lovely. And yeah, we're gonna go for this little walk through my garden, and I'm gonna talk just a little bit more. All right. So you follow my shadow. But there's also this myth. I want to talk about my garden for a moment, which is unfinished, but it's still quite beautiful back here. I have my secret door, and we have some birdhouses hanging around too. I want to also talk about how creating different things as artists and making things that are totally not in your comfort zone or not related to your practice is more valid and more beneficial than you could ever believe. Doing something like journaling or even video journaling like this is going to help you think better. It's going to help you understand yourself better. It's going to help you understand your practice better. And it's going to help you learn about art. Right? That's some of the best advice that I've gotten from people is make sure that you're just living and you're doing things that are not related to your art practice, because that's what's going to inform your art practice. That's just what's going to make you better at your practice. It's going to open so many more doors for you, and it's going to make you more creative, right? Because the more experience you have on different things, you know, if you just have studied art, all you're gonna know is art history, which frankly sucks and is boring, and I hate learning about white guys and their privilege, and all I wanna do is learn about people in contemporary art. I just wanna know what my peers are doing and how they're perceiving the world and how I can perceive the world through the way that they're perceiving the world, you know? And likewise, I feel like sharing how we see each other and things is so important. So we're gonna go down this path. I have some lilies here, very beautiful. Very excited for them to bloom. And this is my wildflower garden. There's just weeds in it now, but there will be flowers in it. And over here we have some sage and a discount plant that I bought that I'm hoping will grow. And here's the lovely entranceway. But all of these little things are just, they're so valuable, right? And I'm sure all of you feel this way too, or I hope you do, and how valuable just being yourself is, being just free and open and having fun, doing whatever you want, that it all does relate back to your art practice, because when you're an artist, it's your lifestyle. Like, you never ever stop making things. It's always in your head. Like, every little thing will inspire you. Like this lovely tree that has these little, this is the pine cone. Let's see, will it focus? I don't know how my camera works. I've been using it for like 10 years, but still. Yeah, this little pine cone here, it looks like a rose. And it's so soft and delicate, and this tree is so soft and delicate. And these little rosebud pine cones are gonna get hard in, like, I don't know, a few months. Here's one. Let's pick it. This one. There we go. That is what they'll open up and they'll seed, and they look so pretty, and they're just these adorable little pine cones, and like, oh, just so beautiful. Totally, I'm just having like 3 conversations right now with this video that I'm doing, but you know, it's keeping me entertained, so I hope it's keeping somebody else entertained as well. This space is really important to me because it's a way for me to output my creativity in a way where I don't feel guilty for not making it, you know, for not satisfying that passion. This garden is a calming way, it's a humbling way for me to put something together, for me to plan and execute a huge project that I can see in real time, in physical space, that I can come back here and enjoy and bring my friends back here to enjoy as well. And like, just, you know, to be able to breathe with my emotions, because when I'm making art, I feel like I'm still connected to that academia, right? Like I'm still in university. So when I'm making art, I feel so pressured to make it so philosophical, so deep, so, you know, connected to the art critique. But really, I don't need to do that. I can make it however I want, you know, and make it about myself and make it about the way that I see the world, because I can't make it any way else. But to be able to do something like this garden, to be able to build this whole situation back here and to have the space to be in, just reminds me that when I'm making things, there are so many layers to it, right? Like I'm growing plants, which is really amazing for the soul, but I'm also able to share this space once COVID is up and once people start to get vaccinated and once everybody's vaccinated, I'm able to share this space with the people that I love. And like, that's a huge thing for me too, right? So those lessons are reminding me and connecting it back to my art practice. When I'm, you know, creating photographs for people, or I'm making a drawing, or I'm even writing a poem, right? I'm making it for myself, but that ability to share it with people, to not lock it away, to not hide it away, and to have that confidence to share it with people, it's going to connect them to a totally different narrative that they might have never thought of before, because that's how I feel about their work. And if not, then you know what, maybe I just haven't found the right people to be around yet, and that's okay, because we all have our circles and we all have people that make sense for us.